Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you just discovered my channel, where have you been? I'm kidding. If this is your first time here, welcome, and I hope you decide to subscribe. I share information about learning English as a second language, grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, shadowing, cross-cultural differences, and other cool things that involve learning a foreign language. In today's video, you will learn 10 commonly confusing English phrasal verbs. By the way, what are some phrasal verbs that you often use? Put them in the comment section below. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a phrasal verb is a phrase made up of is a phrasal verb as well, and it means composed of. A phrasal verb is constructed by combining a main verb with one or more adverbs, prepositions, or both. Americans love using phrasal verbs in their everyday lives. For example, it sounds more natural to say that something is made up of or made out of something instead of using the fancier word constructed. But non-native speakers find it hard to remember many of these expressions because they try to make sense out of all the adverbs and prepositions that follow the verbs. For example, expressions like I'm up for it and I'm down for it mean the same thing, and this often causes confusion. So without further ado, let's get into the 10 phrasal verbs that I chose for this video. The first one is, are you on something? This means, are you on drugs? If you ever hear someone asking you this question during a conversation, they usually don't really mean that you take drugs, but that you've probably said something that sounds bizarre. This expression can be used if you're arguing with someone or as a joke with one of your best friends, for example. If you ever decide to use it, make sure that it's in an informal setting. I wouldn't recommend saying it to someone at work, unless you're super close to the person you're saying it to.
He's really goofy, and people in the initial videos were asking him, Samir, are you on something? Are you smoking pot before the show?
Here are some examples. What are you doing? That's crazy. Are you on something? Stop it. This is dangerous. Are you on something? What do you mean you quit your job? Are you on something? What are you going to do now? The next phrasal verb on my list sounds very similar, but be careful because it means something totally different. It is to be onto something. If you are onto something, you have discovered something special or important. It can also mean that you are suspicious of something deceptive. You can also say that you're onto someone. This means that you have found out that they are doing something wrong. So if someone's on to you, it means that they believe you might be dishonest about something. Just make sure that you don't say I'm into you instead of I'm on to you, because it has a different meaning, and if you mix up these expressions, you might find yourself in an embarrassing situation. To be into someone is another phrasal verb, and it's coming up next.
You have to think that maybe these guys are actually onto something.
Here are some examples with being onto something. When my boss started praising me, I realized I was onto something. Split workout seemed like an annoyance at first, but I realized I was onto something when I saw the results. I had to report my coworker for harassing me, and now the boss is onto him. The next expression is to be into someone or something. If someone is into you, this means that they're romantically interested in you. But you can also be into something, which means that you like it. For example, if you're into horror movies, it means that you like watching them.
Maybe she really is into you.
Let's look at a few examples. I started to hang out with him and his friends and soon realized he was into me. I know he's into you. He's always looking at you. I've been into heavy metal since I was a teenager. Lately, I've been into documentary movies. Let's move on to the next one, which is I'm on it. If you say I'm on it, it means that you're actively dealing with something such as a problem or an assignment. Imagine that your boss told you there was a particular task that needs to be taken care of right away. Your answer, I'm on it. This means that you're immediately going to deal with the issue at hand.
If that's what we're here to protect, then I'm on it.
Some examples are, Alice says, "We need to finish this project by the end of the week." And Bob answers, "Don't worry, I'm on it." Or Alice asks, "Why haven't you finished the paperwork yet?" And Bob answers, "I thought you said you're on it." Okay, the next one for today is I'm up for it. If you're up for something, it means that you're willing to do something or try something out. You might be up for a challenge, for example, or you might be up for a fun night out with your friends. Wherever it is, you want to or agree to do it.
Wow, okay, I'm up for it.
Some examples are, "This is going to be a big challenge. Are you sure you're up for it?" "I trust you and I'm up for anything you throw at me." "We can go out tonight if you're up for it." The next phrasal verb means exactly the same as I'm up for it, although it might sound like the total opposite of it. This is I'm down for it or just I'm down, which is even more informal. It's just a bit more slangy and it's used mostly by young people. I know it sounds counterintuitive because up and down are opposites, but hey, language is not math and it's often illogical.
I'm down for it. I want to see it go up.
For example, Alice asks, "Do you want to go to the party tonight?" And Bob answers, "Sure, I'm down for it." Or Alice asks, "Do you want to go grab some lunch?" And Bob says, "I'm down." Next on my list is I'm in. If you're in or you wish to be counted in, it means that you want to be included in a certain activity. You can say this phrase instead of "I want to participate." You can also say, "Count me in."
Great.
So I'll see you at 3 to discuss.
I'm good.
Me too. I'm in.
And here are some examples. "Hey, we're planning to throw Jeff a surprise birthday party. Are you in?" Or Alice asks, "I'm going to the movies tonight. Anyone else coming?" And Bob says, "I'm in." And if you can say I'm in, you can also say I'm out, which is the next expression on my list. If your partner tells you that they're out, this means that they're breaking up with you. You can use this phrase to indicate that you are ending a relationship that you're no longer interested in.
I'm out. I'm done. I'm out.
For example, "I'm sick and tired of your cheating. I'm out." Or, "That's it. It's over between us. I'm out." But make sure you don't confuse it with "I'm out of it," which is the next phrase for today. If you're out of it, it means that you're confused, disoriented, sedated, or intoxicated. For example, you might be confused or out of it because you drank too much or because you're sick. You're just unable to concentrate at the moment or to understand what's going on around you.
I got this unbelievable heat exhaustion, heat stroke thing. I was completely out of it for 2 or 3 days.
Let's look at these examples. "Man, I drank so much last night that I don't remember how I got home. I hate feeling out of it." "Have you taken something? You seem a bit out of it." And the last one for this video is I'm with you. If someone tells you I'm with you, it means that they agree with you and have the same opinion on the topic you're discussing. You can say I'm with you instead of saying I agree with you. They mean the same thing. This can also mean I support you.
I am with you. I'm with you all the way.
Here are a few examples. "I hate these tests. They're not helpful at all. I'm with you on that one." Or, "Don't be afraid to bring up the issue. The team and I are with you." Guys, although you can definitely get by in English without using phrasal verbs, knowing how to use some of them will make you sound and feel more natural. Don't worry if you still find many of these phrasal verbs confusing. They are confusing. But the more you use them, the easier they become. Just have fun and don't get frustrated if you still find them hard. If you learned something new from this video, please click on the like button. I also hope that you decide to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. It'll help me grow and create more valuable and fun content for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.